Okay, so my phone got cut off. Well, it didn't get cut off, but somebody walked up and I had to talk to them real quick. How do I get this to be light? Okay, so anyways, like I was saying before, I was just saying like about how people are like disconnected. That's part of the disconnect. That's a perfect example of disconnect. And some people, and I want to look at all arguments right here, because like I know some people might say like, oh well, why didn't you just leave? Okay, but you got to understand here, I was gonna leave. The lady didn't even give me the opportunity to leave. Like I was supposed to put pedal to the metal right there because she said leave. For what? What for what? I'm allowed to pull into that parking lot. Like, if I go there tomorrow and pull into Fox 40 parking lot, I could literally probably park there for like an hour without somebody saying something to me during business time, like 10 a.m. This is what you fail to understand too, because why is she doing the police's job? Like, I understand that you're security, and then she's trying to plead her case to me, and this is what she's trying to convey. And it came to a point, and this is what's even more irritating about the whole thing, because it came to a point, let me move my camera. It came to a point in the video where she said, she was like, well, this is what's going on, and what if someone came over here and was doing this and that, and this was your business, and you came up here and harassed me in my place, and my kids need to eat, and da da da. Okay, look, I was right there with her. I was ready to empathize with her. I was ready to be there with her, but she wasn't even ready to be there with herself. You understand that? And this is why I say that people, they want to have a talk sometimes, and they want to have a dialogue, and people say like, oh, I want to talk about this, or we should talk about this issue, or we should be talking about this. But people don't really want to talk about something. Like, they only want to hear what caters to their reality that they believe, fictitious or not, okay? What they want to believe. Now mind you, what her reality was at that moment was that she was the security guard, and that when she rolls up on somebody that I should run and hide like the police, even if I'm using the phone. Mind you, I gave her a courtesy by even rolling down my fucking window. I was on an important business call. And I literally didn't want to be rude to this woman in her place of business by just ignoring her, walking up to my window, when I could have, within my right, ignored her walking up to my window. I could have sat the fuck right there, ignored her, let her sit there at my window and be mad that I wouldn't even acknowledge that she was there. I could have literally just sat there and just been like this on my phone the whole time and ignored her. And she could have sat out there and called the police. I wouldn't give a fuck, because I would have just left. But I gave her the courtesy of a human being that approached me, just like I would a fucking bum that approached my window, okay? I even cracked my fucking window for a bum. Now, if they look too sketchy, I might not crack my window, but I do. I'll roll my window down. I don't give a fuck, and we know what a bum looks like. I know a fucking bum. I'll roll my window down. What do they want? What do you want? Can I help you? I don't have no change. Or maybe I do have change. It just depends on that day, okay? But my point being, I gave her the courtesy of rolling down my window, okay? I rolled down my window, and I'm on my phone, and she can literally hear the FedEx lady talking to me through the phone. Like, I'm on the phone. So I took the time off of my phone call to appease you in your position at work as a security, that you don't even got a gun on your hip, baby. What you doing? Anyways, so I rolled down the window, okay, and I'm like, yeah, and I talked to her, and I said, okay, but she continued to, like, she did her job. You know what I'm saying? Like, people might say, like, oh, she was just doing her job. No, she was not doing her job. She was going beyond her job. Really, if you want to put it in just layman terms, like, oh, basically she's supposed to kick me off the property, then this is what she should have did. She should have came up to my car, and she should have been like, this is private property. You're going to have to leave. And if you don't leave, I will call the police. That's all. And then she could have sat the fuck back in her car. And if I didn't leave, she should have called the police. She didn't have to stay here and harass me. Okay? That's harassment. When you're sitting there and you're bothering somebody about something, especially something that's already been understood and conveyed, That's like harassment. That you're harassing me about a certain thing. And she harassed me to the point where my phone call, I didn't even get to finish my fucking business. Like, I had to, you're talking about putting food in your kids. Bitch, you got 2 kids to feed? I got 5 kids to feed. I'm self-employed. The fuck? I gotta make these little eBay sales. What the fuck? What you mean? You cutting in on my money. You cutting on me feeding my 5 kids if you really want to take it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, do I come up into your place of business and stop your grind? No, I don't. Because you still gonna get your money. Because like she said in the video, I'm getting paid. I'm just chilling. Because that's what the fuck you get paid to do, is chill. You said it yourself. You're just chilling. You getting paid to be there. I'm not. I'm trying to get paid. That's why I'm there. Understand? So we are really 2 women trying to achieve the same goal. Feed our fucking kids. But you're not ready to, you can't, she didn't see none of that. All she saw was that she told me to leave, and bitch, you better get the fuck up and leave right when I said leave, bitch, because I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was supposed to be like, yes, a master. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if the police came up to me and asked me what I was doing in the fucking parking lot, and I told them what I was doing, even if the police asked me, okay, well, you're going to have to leave. You know what I would do? Okay, as soon as I finish this phone call, I'm going to fucking leave. Excuse my language. But I know, okay, and I'm not wasting energy on this because to me, I feel like this is not a waste of my energy. Because I have a point that is important to me. And just like I told the girl when she said, oh, we have nothing else to do. Well, at this point, this is important to me because this became important to me when you made my phone call hang up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you started calling me a bitch and harassing me for nothing. That's when it became important. Because now, you're actually impeding on my ability to conduct my business. And you're actually impeding on my ability to go on about my motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let me go on about my business. This is not your property. You don't own Fox 40 News. You're not going to get a bonus for harassing me. You're going to get paid the same amount. Did you guys hear on the video when I asked this woman, did the people at Fox 40 News call you in your security office and say, there's a vehicle that just pulled up in the parking lot. We need you to ask them to leave. No, they didn't do that. Fox 40 News didn't do that because they didn't give a fuck that somebody just pulled up in the parking lot because it happens all the time. Trust and believe me. I see cars pulling in and out of that motherfucker all the time. As a matter of fact, I literally used to live like 4 fucking blocks from there. So I know that people are always pulling in that parking lot. It was just a convenience. A convenience. That's it. Just for me to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how many parking lots that I pulled over in when I breastfeeding my kids? Like, what would she do then? If she walked up on me and I was breastfeeding my baby. And she's like, why are you here? Like, because my baby's screaming his fucking ears off, his fucking balls off. And if he don't get no damn milk right now, he's gonna just, he's back there acting like he can't breathe. You guys know, if you have a baby and you breastfeed, or if you have a baby period, you know when the baby wants the fucking bottle or the titty, how they cry. Now imagine, because I've pulled up literally every place under the fucking sun to breastfeed my kids, damn near, okay? And so, what if this lady, this black woman lady, you know what I'm saying? So, we're human, we're women, we're both black, we both have children. We already have 4 things in common. Like, you couldn't even just give me the courtesy of being a human being that has at least 4 things in common with you? You know what I'm saying? 4? We might even be the same age. She looked a little older. No, I'm just playing. But we might even be the same age. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Like, we might even, like, have some of the same interests. I highly doubt it, but possibility. Well, maybe she might have 5 sisters just like me and 2 brothers. Maybe she might come from a big family. Maybe she has a lot of nieces and nephews. Maybe she has all boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a possibility that we could have some fucking commonalities. Now, mind you, if I was breastfeeding my kid when she rolled up on me, how would she feel then? Like, how would people feel then? Like, you got to think about the whole situation. Like, would she still harass me because I'm breastfeeding my baby? But she feels so strongly about the fact that I'm not even supposed to be in the parking lot because I'm not fucking good enough to be in the parking lot, or whatever. I'm not relevant enough to be in the Fox 40 parking lot. Like, you don't chase people out of the parking lot. Like, I can literally go to Fox 40 and knock on the door. People do it all the time. They go to the news station. This is not fucking a third world fucking country where, or whatever. What is the country where they don't even let them talk about anything? Korea, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is America. We can go knock on, people protest at news stations. Like, what if I was protesting, you know? Like, why the fuck was it that serious to her? I'm telling you why it was serious to me. Because if it didn't matter to me, I wouldn't even make no video about it to even follow up about it. I wouldn't even post the video. But it does matter to me. It's relevant to me because it affects me. Because it affects me because I live here in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live in society. So things like that people do, it affects me. And what she wasn't letting me finish, if you hear what I was trying to say, that in the grocery store, when I go to the grocery store, because this just happened to me when I went to the store the other day. I went to the store. I dropped off 12 disposable cameras at Walgreens. I went to go pick up my cameras. Now, these are pictures that are irreplaceable. My nephew and my mother just passed away. These are pictures of them that I cannot freaking replace. Okay, mind you. So I go pick up my pictures at Walgreens. Them motherfuckers is shitty. Now, this is not shitty because of exposure. This is printing mistakes. They fucked up my pictures. Now, I was hella cool, calm, and collected with the people at Walgreens, okay? But as soon as, like, I said, excuse me, sir, you know, since you can't help me, can you please ask the manager or somebody to help me, you know what I'm saying? Since you can't help me, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I started asking for things like that and kind of, like, being a little bit, you might want to call it argumentative, but saying, no, this is what happened, sir. No, this is not exposure. This is a printing problem, and I need to contact the people that printed these pictures because I need this to be resolved, you know? You know how he treated me? Like how she was acting. He treated me like I was just a crazy black girl, and he literally said to me, like, oh, you people always come in here and get an attitude. The fuck? You people, like, he made me feel like I was just the crazy woman, you know what I'm saying? Because and this is the thing, because I was black, and I don't give a fuck what anybody wants to say. Yes, I do get that, and people tell me all the time, you're just a fucking black bitch, blah, blah, blah. I get it all the time, and it's a stereotype, because if you try to catch an attitude, and you're black, mix any type of black, it's the black in you. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you see when them police rolled up and the way I talked to them, that's the white in you. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, for the sake of moving the fuck on from that subject, like, that does affect me because I get treated a certain type of way based on how people act. So because she acted like that, and she acts like that guaranteed on a regular fucking basis towards people look at me when they see me and they think I'm going to be like that. And so they're treating me based on the judgment that they done passed on to her. You know what I'm saying? So it does affect me. And it affects you. Just like the way I act affects you. So when I act retarded sometimes, you know, light skin, that affects. We all are fucking products of our environment. So anything that you contribute to this environment affects everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, collectively, as a whole, when you add it all together. Get it? Like, we are here. I am an individual, but I don't exist alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I exist with everybody. We coexist. I don't give a fuck if you live under a rock. We still exist on this motherfucker together. So everything that happens here on this planet collectively affects every single one of us. And no one understands that. People do, but not everyone. And the people that do, you guys look at us like, oh, like we're out there fucking chanting and dancing around the fire naked and shit like that. You don't have to be spiritual and in tune and know about vibrations and energy. And you don't have to be chanting and fucking dancing around fires naked, which sounds quite interesting, mind you. I mean, dancing and chanting and having powwows and getting lit and eating organic food and fucking talking about the stars and shit and dancing naked around fires Sounds quite interesting. But anyways, so yeah, you know, like there's a disconnect there, like with people that they don't understand that like we're all here just trying to live on this motherfucker, you know? Like, I ain't perfect, you ain't perfect. And I even tried to get her to come down to this level, like to, you know, I went petty. I tried everything with her. I tried everything. I tried the argument and, you know, convey my side of the story, tell her how the fuck I felt. I tried to reason with her. I tried to get petty with her. I tried to empathize with her. And then I just patronized her, you know? I'm sorry. I guess that's what you can call it, you know? Like, I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. And I gotta live better. And, you know, maybe that's one of the things in the Quran that I started reading the Quran one time. Not reading. Listening to the audio of the Quran one time. And I only got like 9 minutes into it because it scared me at the part where it said, I forgot verbatim what it says, but it says like, basically, if you read this book, then you have to follow the rules in this book because otherwise you're creating a sin or you're not going to go to heaven or whatever, you know? So I was scared to finish reading it because I'm like, dude, if I read this book and I don't follow these fucking rules in this book, I might go to hell. And I mean, if there is a hell, like, I'm scared, like, you know, alhamdulillah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm playing. Like, I don't want to disrespect, no, that shit. Like, I ain't trying to read that. They warned you in the beginning of that book. Like, if you read this book, you better be ready to do this shit in this book. So that's why I couldn't finish it. I had to close it. You know, I had to, like, wait a minute. I'm going to have to, like, really break down them first 9 minutes before I pass that part that says, if you keep reading this shit, you know? Okay, that's another video. But let me get back to the freaking subject. Like I was saying about the lady in the fucking parking lot, the psycho terrorist Colin, black lady, American citizen, from the hood, security guard, okay? She basically, you know, the way I was acting, like, what I was saying about the Quran is that in the Quran it does say that, or not in the Quran, actually, I heard this from a Muslim guy, talker person, okay, but a speaker that I was watching on, because, like, when I become interested in something, I'll start, like, watching seminars for people talking about it and shit like that, and, you know, searching it up. It's what you should all do. It's what I do. Anyways, he was saying that you have to live every day of your life like it could be your last day. And see, I think that a lot of people interpret that in the wrong way, but I understand it for what it is, and I'm going to talk about that in another video. So let me just wrap this shit up. So what I'm saying about that is that, yeah, I was petty with her and I feel bad about it, and yeah, I'm a little bit ashamed of my pettiness, but at the end of the day, like, the point was proved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won. No, I'm just playing. The point wasn't to win. The point was to prove to her that if the police rolled up on me, they wouldn't arrest me. That was the point. That was my whole, like, thing. Like, the whole point from the get when she said threatened me to call the police, my point was to prove to her that everyone does not have to run. Everyone is not guilty of doing something. Like, I don't have to run because someone shouted police. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to run. Like, the police don't have to scare you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot, I mean, be scared of the police, though. Like, they can sometimes, but you have to use your better judgment. Like, I had faith that in the situation that I was in, where I was at, in the parking lot, I didn't have no paraphernalia on me. No, I'm just playing. I didn't have no weed on me, no doobies. No, I'm just playing. But I had confidence that, you know, if the police rolled up, that they would understand and have reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would understand. And then I also, in the back of my mind, like, I was kind of worried that, like, they would roll up and be pissed that this bitch fucking called them out for some bullshit. You know, sometimes police do be irritated, like, what the fuck? They called us out for this bullshit? You know, like, I don't want them to arrest me because they are bored. But in all honesty, I knew I wasn't breaking any laws. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I wasn't breaking any laws. Like, literally, where I was parked, there was no fucking sign that said, don't park here. You know, like, it wasn't an issue. Like, I honestly knew that I wasn't doing nothing wrong. Like, I really was not in the wrong at all. Like, I should have been allowed to finish my phone call. I should have even just, like, ignored her. Like, I shouldn't even gave her the respect. But that's just not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for me. And yeah, I can get petty here and there, whatever. But you know what? I don't care who you are. You all get petty sometimes. Unless you're a Muslim, then you do get petty. Okay? Because apparently Muslims don't. Because they got to follow that fucking book. But, that being said, what I really want to say, I guess, my fucking lit ass wants to say about the fucking whole altercation, whatever you want to call it, altercation. I don't call it an altercation because there was no, like, it wasn't like a physical altercation. To me, when I hear altercation, I think physical, like a issue. This was more of a, what do they call it when you, it was like security contact. Let's call it security contact, like police contact. Like, I don't know what you would call it, an argument, you know, like a difference, you know. It wasn't even an argument because, like, she wasn't even making an argument. All she kept talking about was how people could be doing this and could and should and this could be and this would be and this is what has happened. But, like, this is not this. You're talking about everything else but this situation. It's like she talked about everything else but this situation, you know, that we were in, like what we were doing. Like, and then she's like, well, now you're here. It's been 5 minutes. Well, yeah, I'm here now because you got my attention. You wanted it. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here, right here with you. I'm gonna wait for the police to get here, okay? And then she, at the end of the video, I don't know if you guys heard her, she goes like, she's like, yeah, oh, I let the white man come tell you because I know you need the white man to come tell you. Like, what the fuck are you, girl? You are cognitive dissonance. Like, what are you talking about? You just sat here and complained about me being these white people's property. And then you just called the white man on me to arrest me. And you literally said in the video that you hope they take me somewhere and they arrest me and take me somewhere. Like, because I'm mental. Like, how the fuck am I mental? Girl, if I was mental, I would have got out the car and fought your retarded ass. I would have fucking rode your ass over if I was mental. Like, do you really want to encounter a mental person? I think that you knew that I was not mental. She knew that I was not mental because if she really truly thought that I was mental, would she be standing here at my fucking window harassing me like a mental bitch? Like, no, that's not what you want to do. That's not, you're a fucking security guard. Are you ready to die for Fox 40 News? You're going to be on the Fox 40 News, girl. That's what you're going to be. Fucking securing this motherfucker. You're going to be on the screen, dead, because you done harassed the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? She's like, she tried to get me to empathize with her. Like, and I was ready. I was like right there. And she's like, she pulled me in like I was there, like she had me. Like, you should have seen the fucking tears in her eyes. Like, when she started talking about her kids and you don't know what I was going through. Like, and man, that shit's serious to me right now. When people talk about what they're going through, like, I feel that shit. Like, so I was like, I don't know. You're right. I don't know what you're going through. You don't know what I'm going through. Like, girl, I just lost my nephew. So I threw it out there like that was a chance for her to come to this level with me. Like, I just lost my nephew. What are you going through? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me fucking give you some, you know what Miss Rightsway says on her lives? Let me beam you some motherfucking energy, okay? Like, I'm here with you. I'm your sister now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a human. Like, I'm energy. Like, I was ready. I was there. I was ready for her to let it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted her to heal. I wanted to help her. Sometimes people just need to heal. You guys understand that shit? Like, and I'm on some, like, I'm not on no lit shit. Like, I'm for real. I'm dead serious. Like, sometimes people just need to fucking heal. Like, and sometimes I need you to just restart this video. Hold on, because I forgot that I make them too long. Hold on.